and gentlemen, boys and girls, we are back with a special Monday edition of the Piledriver because we have some guests in the house tonight, and we cannot wait to see them this Saturday at Lorain County Community College for Baddies and the Beast.
Oh, hell yeah.
On one hand, we have the current United States Wrestling Alliance Tag Champs, the Guardians Legacy Tag Champs, the Southern Wrestling Tradition Tag Champs, and the Real Pro Wrestling Tag Champs, Exodus, along with their partner in crime, Emily Locke, who is the NRG Ultraviolet Champion, the New Heights Women's Wrestling Champion, and one half of the tag champions at Guardians Legacy. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Exodus and Emily Locke.
Yo.
Hello. How are you guys? Thank you so much for joining us, taking some time out. I appreciate you guys so much. How are you guys doing tonight?
Excited to be here.
Oh, yeah, doing
Fantastic.
good.
Always.
So, first off, for the people who don't know who are up here, you guys have been to Mega before at Saturday Night Slam. I did get to see you there, but it has been a while. What have you guys been up to since then? I mean, you heard the resume at the beginning of the show. You guys are clearly busy these days.
Carrying a lot of gold.
Always. Do you want me to go first?
Oh, yeah.
Go right ahead.
Sure. All right. So we haven't been to Mega in a year. So in that time, at least for myself, I've won 4 titles. Unfortunately, I've lost one since. But I've won 4 titles. In one of those title matches, I beat Steph DeLander. So I think that's a big milestone for myself. We have been traveling all over the Southeast. We've been wrestling in Florida. We've been wrestling in Alabama, Georgia. And then before we had gone to Mega the first time we went to Puerto Rico, we've gone back to Puerto Rico since. So we've just been traveling, doing the thing, and trying to win all the gold that we can.
Cool. I mean, clearly it seems like it's working. Boys, how's life been traveling all over? I mean, I was going to ask, Emily brought it up. How was wrestling in Puerto Rico? I want to know about that.
I mean, we could have been like Brody, but we made it back, Outside of the 25-hour delay in the airport, having to sleep on the floor, it's a nightmare. But outside of that, we had some great matches. The fans down there are like none other. It's just great to get that international experience. They didn't speak a lick of English. They're going through translators, but it was a lot of fun.
Very lucha-esque down there, I assume.
Oh, yeah.
We're licensed luchadors.
We are, all of us.
We are. We are all licensed luchadors.
Oh, shit. Okay.
But
go ahead, Joshua.
Oh, I was just gonna say, yeah, Puerto Rico. It's a different kind of world. I mean, it's like wrestling down there. You can definitely tell that kayfabe's still kind of a thing down there. People take it seriously. I mean, it's like when you're down there, lucha libre is definitely. It's a lot more heart and soul involved. I was going to say we had a really banger match, and it was cool. Like I said, it's a different experience because it's cool to use wrestling as a form of communication. I mean, it's like we don't speak the same language, but we do the same thing on a regular basis.
Everybody can tell the story, and everybody gets it. And I love that. That's one of the things I love about wrestling, the internationally spoken. Like, you don't have to speak the same language, but we can tell a good story in the ring, and everybody will get it.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Now, you guys have a tough task coming up. And Emily, we're going to get into your tough task here in a second. But the Exodus boys have a tough task in the only 3-time tag team champions at Mega. They are the only team to ever hold it 3 separate times, and they've held it. Their reigns have been pretty lengthy. How do you guys feel going into a bout against Cash Inc.?
See, they have a good record, right? But like you said, they've held it 3 times. That also means they lost it 2 times. So I think we might be able to make it a 3rd. We see a lot of ourselves in Cash Inc. I lived in Ohio for 20 years. I know a lot of guys like that. They're chippy. They got that Cleveland kind of attitude. I get it, right? But, we're the more traveled tag team. We have experience in main event matches with Primo and Epico. We are up for the challenge, and we're ready to go. We're excited for this Saturday.
General Manager Brandon Xavier in the chat says 3 possible new champions come Saturday. Correct, right here on the podcast. Now, Emily, I did want to ask, did you see how the format has been set up for this Mega Cup, and how do you feel about that?
I was honestly curious how we were going to go about this, so I'm glad that he had posted about it. It's interesting because in that post you saw, he said you have to be friends before you become enemies. And honestly, I'm good at making friends, but when it comes to what I want, and at the end of the day, for me with this whole tournament, my goal is to become the champion because I am from Ohio as well, and none of my family, none of my friends have ever been able to see me win a title, and my eyes are set on that. So it could be the best moment, like a career-defining moment, if I'm there in my home state in front of everybody who's coming out to see me and winning a championship. So I will be best friends with those girls once we become partners. But at the end of the day, I have a goal in mind, and
you're trying to walk out of that cage as the first ever Baddies champion.
Are they doing it in the
Cutthroat.
cage?
Oh yeah, it has been decided. The finals triple threat match will be in a cage. Last week on the Piledriver podcast, Brandon said something. We had Storm Garcon on, another competitor, and she had a pretty big ego. She was talking a little smack. And Brandon said in the comments, I might have to cage these egos. And he put it in quotation marks. And then he said he would let the fans decide. And then immediately after that, my comment section was filled with cage match, cage match, cage match,
Yep.
cage match, cage
Yep.
match. So, yes, the final triple threat match will be in a cage. Baddies and the Beast will have 3 total cage matches this coming Saturday.
Listen,
That's
it'll
just-
be my
that's
first
another
ever
thing I'm
cage match,
excited.
and I'm going to be the first ever champion. I know.
Hey, that's what I like to hear. Mary Brewster's in the chat. She said it's going to be epic. She's a fan. She comes to every mega show. I cannot wait for this. But to get to the finals, to get to that cage match, Miss Locke, you have to go through one of the toughest women that Northeast Ohio has to offer in Big Alice Crowley.
Yes, this is true. Listen, when I saw that they're putting this match in the first round, I was like, okay, you're putting a big matchup in the first round. And honestly, I am really looking forward to it. And I know Big Al, I know she does a lot of death matches, but like I said before, I already beat the death match queen in Steph Dolander. So Alice, I mean, I'm going to put up a fight. I promise you that. And I'm going to walk away to the second round and make some new friends momentarily.
There's no doubt in my mind, and we said this last night on the show. This match, all 12 of you women here that are brought in, any of y'all could win this. You guys are all great. You guys are all nationally traveled. You guys have all held gold before. This is anybody's title, and
Really
I'm excited. I cannot wait for Saturday.
I'm pumped. I'm so excited. We're heading there Thursday, and I am just ready for this. And I mean, I was excited the first time I came to Mega, and now the stakes are even higher. So it's gonna be so cool.
100%. I can attest too, because you did say you're excited for your family to come. Last time we did see you guys at the Saturday Night Slam, you essentially had your own cheering section. They had signs. They were there for y'all, and it was cool to see. So I was pretty excited to see that.
You know what? Since they were all there at the outside show, I can guarantee you it might even be bigger when the show's inside, and it's and it's
Perfect.
an all-day event, so you're gonna see the X's Emily Locke section the whole day. I mean,
Brandon just said in the chat the main event of the whole day is that triple threat Baddies Championship match.
Okay.
So that will be the main event of show 2. Just 3 cage matches on show 2. So I can't, like I said, can't wait. And now I wanted to get back to Exodus. They did say something earlier about potentially taking Cash Inc.'s titles.
Oh, yeah.
There is a wild card that was not here last time. He was not a member of Cash Inc., and he goes by the name of Chris Onyx. Have you game planned for the mega god of wrestling? I guarantee you he'll be involved. I mean, he does have a match later on in a cage with Butchie B. but that does not mean he will not be in his faction's corner come time for this match, as well as Ken Bajan. You have to game plan for Ken Bajan as well.
Well, see, I mean, the biggest thing is like we've dealt with, managers before. We've dealt with outside help before. And, if I don't know, I mean, as long as, Emily's willing, maybe we'll have her ringside. And, she plays a pretty good protecting role. I'm not going to lie. She keeps them at bay. I was going to say, she protects the boys. She protects the boys. I was going to say, I think we'll be fine.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I heard he hit him with a steel chair. That's what they were saying. I don't know.
There was some dissension. There was some dissension.
Onyx. I know. I saw on Facebook. You want to make sure I got that Onyx part in there. I don't know. It was looking more like a cue ball to me, but Chris Onyx.
I don't know. Onyx. Bundy, have I ever hit you with a chair?
No, you never hit me with a chair.
There we go.
You hit people with a chair for me.
There we go.
You never hit me with a chair because we're a team.
There we go.
Don't do that to each
other. Tag team cohesion.
There we go.
And no, and I totally get it, and I was there firsthand. For this match, it dissension in the ranks of Cash Inc. And it was talked about afterwards in post turmoil. And Chris Onyx did state, that sometimes brothers fight, and they do. I can attest to that. I can't say I would necessarily go as far as to hit my brother in the face with a steel chair, but it seems to have all worked out. Everybody in Cash Inc. seems to be on the same page now.
Well, we can hope
we'll
they
see.
Are. Yeah, we'll see.
They can hope they are. We don't need to hope. They can hope they are.
Right, there you go.
Sounds like you guys have been doing your homework, though. It's good to see, checking out turmoil, kind of doing a little bit of scouting ahead of time. That's pretty smart.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I was going to say, we're always on top of the scouting game. We've been athletes our whole life.
We stay ready.
Always watching tape. Always watching tape. I get it. No, I get it 100%.
I like that.
Now, you guys did say you would be in Ohio on Thursday. I mean, as you know, Thursday Night Turmoil, this is the go-home show. I don't know how far in Ohio you guys will be, but I mean, if you're around, we'd love to see you pop up. Just saying.
Maybe if the flight lands on time and, everything works out, we
get all the green lights. Hey, there we go. I'd love to see it. Now, I don't want to keep you guys all night. I know we got some stuff going on, and you guys got to get ready, get packed, and everything.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody's currently in Florida. I don't know if I mentioned that Exodus and Emily Locke are residing in Florida, so they are making the journey. But is there anything any of you guys want to say to your competitors coming up this weekend?
Emily, you want to go first?
Okay. I'll go first. Listen, at the end of the day, I have one goal in mind, and whether I know I'm gonna move on from Big Al, because I have a goal in mind, and my goal is to become the first ever Baddies champion in front of everybody who is coming out to the show. So, Big Al, you better be ready for little Emily here, because I've got a big fight in me, and then the girls that I'll become friends with, I'll turn on you after that, and I'm going to be in my first ever cage match, and I'm going to become the first ever Baddies champion in front of everybody because my family all has to travel at least 2 hours for the show too. So I'm not going to make them drive 2 hours for nothing, and I'm ready for it. I'm excited, and I'm excited to see everybody, all the fans, all of you guys. Maybe some friends.
If that's not motivation, I don't know what else is.
Exactly.
Great goals. Hell yeah.
But
boys,
I was gonna say on our end, I just hope they're ready, man. I mean, it's like on a real note. I mean, we like to call ourselves, we're the kings of the South. I mean, we run tag team wrestling in the South. You can put us against any name. We've topped them. You can put us against any competitor. We've been there. I mean, it doesn't matter who we take on. Doesn't matter who we're against. We have anytime, anywhere, a shot to pin them for that 1, 2, 3. And we could walk home the new Mega Tag Team Championships, bring them all the way back home to Florida. We'll defend them down here, baby. 5 belts. 5 belts.
You guys are gonna need an extra bag. You guys are gonna need an extra bag just for belts.
I'm saying, man, the flight's gonna hate us.
Bundy, you got anything?
See, they call themselves Cash Inc., right? But like, we got to do a check on that, right? Like, they got to have some cash on hand. That's my only thing. I don't know, Chris. He looks like he might live in a trailer. I got to make sure he's got the cash, he's got the net worth to live up to the name. And that's gonna be my first check before we start the match. But after that, as long as he passes those qualifications, he can stay out there. We can have a nice match, and then we can do what we do, and that's become 5 champions. 5-5-5.
5-5-5. Well, ladies and gentlemen, you heard it first. Hold on, Tommy. What are you talking about? Tommy said it's the hillbilly from the. That makes no sense, brother. You guys will know Tommy real well on Saturday. I promise you that. He sits front row and he has a loud mouth and he likes to talk shit. He said, "There you go." Says the hillbilly from the South. Don't worry, Cash Inc. will cash in on your candy asses.
Listen, he can say me and Bundy are not from the South. We just live in the South.
He wasn't watching the whole interview.
Clearly not.
He tuned in late.
They're from Ohio, buddy.
Don't be rude.
They just live down there now because it's nice. It doesn't.
It's nicer here. The weather's nice. It's not gray all the time.
It's beautiful.
True.
Beautiful beaches. Beautiful.
It's gray here a lot.
It's
gray here a lot.
It really is.
Good food, probably.
Oh,
yeah. There isn't any skyline though. There's only one skyline in the whole state. Luckily, it's pretty close, but
yeah.
Which town or which city is that?
Clearwater.
Okay.
Clearwater. Tommy said it's only gray when you guys come back. Oh, Tommy.
That was a good one. You got us there.
solid.
Good
Solid.
job. Good
I'm
job.
just glad he spelled it right that time. He said Cash Inc. Like we're writing with a pen. So
Yeah. Yeah, he did spell it wrong. I mean, he put the C too, so it's a K at the beginning of Cash Inc. But whatever, we'll let it slide,
It's the
Tommy.
same thing, but I wasn't gonna say anything.
We'll let it slide. I'm gonna tell him though. So Tommy, you're in trouble.
Oh man.
But thank you guys all so much for joining us. I look forward to seeing you guys on Saturday, all in action, and maybe, hopefully, you guys come out on top. I can't. I'm unbiased. I have no skin in this game. I love you guys all. I'm just a fan here.
We appreciate it. Thank you.
we'll take your bets though. If you want to bet on us, we'll take it.
It's one of those. Both these
money.
guys. I'm one of them type of people. You know, I just want to see good wrestling. So, but thank you
You'll
guys
see that
all
with
so
all of
much.
us.
Hey, that's what I mean. Again, I know this for a fact. Last time you guys were here, you guys put on a pretty good show. So I was really excited to see you guys all on the card. Giant card at Lorain County Community College this Saturday. If you don't have tickets, get over to Mega Championship Wrestling on Facebook. Click the link, get some tickets. You can DM us here at the Piledriver. We also have tickets available as well. Once again, thank you guys so much for joining us, and we'll see you this Saturday.
Thank you for having us.
No
Yeah,
problem.
safe journey up, guys. Have a good one.
Thank you.
Dude, take it easy.